Wow, thank you all so much for joining in on your Sunday morning. It's so awesome to have you all here. This is a free community space, something that I have really felt called to put together for you guys every other week. Um, a place to gather, receive support, and share the tools and resources to integrate what we do in this space daily. And I want to invite you all to turn on your videos because if we were close together, this would be a shared space, right? The idea is to come together and be witnessed in our expression, in our process, in our experience. And there's medicine in that. And today I was supposed to have a co host with me, my dear friend Hannah. She is a midwife, a breathwork facilitator, and all around just like embodiment baddie. But last night she told me that she messed up her work schedule and that she actually had to work overnight delivering babies. And so she can't be here today. And I was like, at first I was a little thrown off. I was like, damn, I didn't have anything. I didn't have a full session prepared, right? And now I have to do this on my Saturday night. But then I sat with it for a moment and I was like, actually, this is the perfect opportunity to. Sorry, I'm like geeking out a little bit because there's so many of you here and I could just like cry. It's so awesome to see all of your beautiful faces, all of these people in my world that I love. And it's so cool to like gather and share a resource and support. So yeah, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to really co-create this space in the way that I intended for it to be in the first place and really show you all my process of flowing with the unexpectedness of life, right? And so today we're going to be toggling between personal work and community feedback to explore the best pathway forward to build resource together. Um, the idea is to build capacity, essentially like work your presence muscle to be aware of and responsive to our needs while still being responsive to our environment, right? This is what happens in everyday life. How do I meet myself in my moment to moment needs while still showing up for my responsibilities in the world? And so this is going to be a process of how to find regulation in real time. How do we hold ourselves in presence through the ups and downs of our experience? And nervous system regulation is a huge buzzword now, right? How often do we hear that? I need to regulate my nervous system. I need to regulate my nervous system. Yeah, so often. But what does it actually mean to you all, right? I'm curious. This is going to be like a very chat oriented practice today. So we're going to be going inwards and then turning outwards to share. Your feedback is going to direct this experience. It's going to be really fun and interactive. What does nervous system regulation mean to you? Please leave it in the chat. Yeah, that'd be so great. So I can see everybody's feedback. Can you all hear me okay today? Awesome. I'm using a new microphone. I'm super excited about it. Feeling safe in our bodies. Yeah. Getting back to a safe space when you start to feel overwhelmed. Yes, absolutely. Second mention of safety. Feeling calm and centered. Yeah. So, nervous system regulation, it simply means meeting the body's needs emotionally, physically, spiritually. For a long time, it meant like calming myself and regulating my emotions. And now for me, it means being able to be present with what's coming up in my body and moving through it. Yes. Thank you, Ali. Being aware of your emotions and bringing them back to baseline. Yes. Carol, yes. Acknowledging something that comes up and may be uncomfortable and learning how to be with it in the moment. Wow, you guys are brilliant. Feeling aware of what emotionally is going on with me. Yes. So the word regulation actually means a, a rule maintained by authority. And in nervous system regulation, as it relates to the work that we're doing here, you are the authority that creates the window of capacity for that rule. Just sit with that for a second. You are the authority that creates this window of safety, this rule of basic needs being met. And so the work that we do here pours into your authority, your ability to show up as the predominant force of creation in your life. And everything that we do here is meant to be exploratory. All of my verbal cues are merely offerings for you to sample and see what works for you. If I offer something that just doesn't resonate with you, don't do it. Good riddance, right? That's an opportunity for you to say no to something that doesn't serve you. And in that no, there is power. That's an opportunity for you to take a different path that's going to best support you and your needs. So, my invitation to you today is to follow the directions that your body is giving you. That is why we're here. My only ask is that you lovingly press into your edges. We don't want to go like into the extremes where we're pressing overwhelm, but we don't want to stop short of that boundary either. We want to just like snuggle into it, right? Get a little curious about our limitations. This is meant to be a gentle exploration of self. And so before we even get started today, I simply want to ask you, what is alive? Stepping into this space, what do you notice you're holding right now without any practice, without any deep digging deeply? Just what is there? Are you holding tension from something that happened yesterday or this morning? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling curious? And also, what are you hoping to get out of this next hour? 50 minutes now. What are your expectations here, if you have any? So often I've ruined experiences for myself with expectations I didn't know I even had. I'm like, oh, that could have been so much better if I just knew what I was thinking in the first place. So, what's alive? What's going on in your immediate awareness? And what do you hope to leave here with today? Mm, yes, feeling restless, feeling tension, hoping to leave with the tools to understand and be present. Feeling heavy with grief and worry. Some of us are feeling grounded and peaceful. No expectations because I didn't have time to prepare. I love that. Just like diving in. Like, hey, I'm just here for the experience. Feeling tension from my personal life. For weeks now, yeah. Hoping to get a reminder of how to help myself return to center. Hoping to feel lighter and more present in my day-to-day. Feeling distracted and having trouble focusing and wanting to leave. Yes. Oh my God. I resonate with that. Thank you for speaking your truth. I show up to these spaces sometimes. I'm like, fuck this. Why am I here? But that is the very medicine that I want you to sit with. And if you need to leave, please leave. But I hope that you will press into this edge a little bit today. Hoping to leave with a better connection to my body and mind. Wow. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, how does it feel to just put that out there? Kind of feels like, oh, yeah, I see a lot of you doing the same thing. Like, feels kind of nice to just be seen and just like let what I'm feeling be okay. Yeah. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to do a little check-in. We're going to do some ohms. We're going to do some breathing. We're going to do some big juicy sighs to let all of this like residual tension go. But first we're going to knock it loose. There we go. You have it. Good volume for both of us. Me and the ambiance. Wonderful. And so without further ado, my loves, we're simply going to take 3 ohms. 3 ohms, starting with an ah from the belly, jaw wide open, like you just saw something spectacular. Really loose, starting from down here, letting that vibration rise up to the center of your chest as you go into the oh, and then up to your head. You're going to feel the vibration as you close your lips and do the at the end. And let yourself play with this. Let this be fun. We don't have to, like, we're not seriously sitting in a temple right now, like oming with the masters, right? Like, we're here to be in our bodies and have fun. So everybody exhale together. Inhale through the nose. Open the jaw, let it relax. Pause for a moment. Next breath in. Pause. Let's see if we can make this third and last really fun. We want to try and let that vibration shake away all of that yucky residue that we might be carrying. Exhale, deep breath in through the nose, filling the belly. Open wide. Just hold this silence for a moment. Notice what's moved, what's settled, what remains the same. For me, that big vibration is always like kicking off dust straight up from my core. Just shaking off all of the stressful little residues of the week, the morning, the days, whatever I'm thinking about in the future. All of that BS is just floating freely in your sphere right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a breath in and pull all of that residue, all of that sticky, icky dust into our fire center, our power center, our life force center, our stomach, and our reproductive space. And we're going to allow the fire of our solar and our sacral to burn it away. And on the exhale, we're gonna let it out, and we're gonna be fierce about it, as fierce as you want to be. And if a long sigh feels better for you today, go ahead and do that too. Everybody exhale together. Deep breath in, pulling in all of that residue that you just kicked up into the belly, into your fire. And breathe that fire right back out. Again, in through the nose, filling the belly, pulling all that dust into your fire to be burned away. We don't need it. Let it go. Invitation to use your hands here too, if that feels good for you. This is a full-bodied experience. One more breath into the fire. Burning away all the smoke, let it go. And again, pause. What's moved? What's shifted? What's remained the same? We're just going to be here with it for just a moment. Finding a natural rhythm with your breath. And bringing your awareness to any little tensions that you might still feel in your field. We're going to collect them. We're going to pull them into our center. Imagine like these little particles of dust flying around your aura right now. These are all of your little stresses, all your little tensions, all of your little irritations. We're going to pull them into our heart. Okay, irritations, you're allowed to be here with us. Fine. It's part of what I like and don't like. And we're going to take our next 3 breaths and we're going to release them with big, juicy, relieving sighs. So exhale. In through the nose. Holding that tension in your heart. Hey, it's okay for you to be here. I accept you. I see you. It's fine. Thank you. Big sigh. Let it go. Again, in through the nose, filling the belly. Really feel yourself expand here. Feel the contrast of that tension in your ribcage as you fully pull in another sip of air. Hold at the top for just a moment. Let that balloon burst inside out. Maybe your third one's a moan. Maybe it's a scream. Maybe it's a cry. Whatever it is, I want you to bring your next breath in. Fill all the way up to the tippy top. Hold. Take another sip in. Take one more sip in if you can. Feel that tension building. Be there with your stressors for just another moment. Big exhale, let it go. your body relax. Let your hands hang loosely at your side. Let your jaw rest. And just simply be here. Coming back to the space, you can allow your eyes to softly open for a moment. We're just going to gently look around the room, recognize where we are again. Oh, I'm home. I'm in my safe space. Allowing your eyes to land on objects in your space that feel really good to you. Maybe you haven't noticed them in a while. Checking the windows, the doors, marking your exits. What we just did is orienting. It's the very deliberate act of refamiliarizing yourself with your space when you change environments or states of consciousness. It is really helpful to those of us who live our lives moving day to day from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing without any transitional space in between. It's an excellent way to bring our sweet animal bodies back into awareness of safety. And it's a very simple thing to do. So my questions to you now are, what changed in those 5 minutes? What did you notice was happening in your body? Were you more keen on sensation or stories? I'd love to hear in the chat what came up for you. Personally, when I first started using my voice and chanting out loud in any capacity, I was so embarrassed. And even now, talking about it, my throat closes up a little bit. I was embarrassed of myself and my own voice. Became centered and sensation-based. Yeah. And notice you drop in so easy. Definitely was with my body more. Nice. Lots of sensation in my body, movement, energy cycling up and down. That's cool. I could feel that I was pulling in my tension and releasing. Yes. That visualization process helps me so much. Definitely something about feeling the need to mute the sounds I make. Yeah. Yes. That's why we're here. Right? Letting our expression be okay. Letting whatever needs to come through be processed. Creating a safe space for that to happen within the containment, the boundaries that we set for ourselves, the rules that we set for ourselves. Yeah, connection to the ability to feel okay taking up space. That's exactly it. What are we doing here? We are taking up space. That is why when I prompt you guys to prepare for these sessions, I'm like, set your space, take up space, light a candle, bring your rocks, bring your warm beverage, spread out your mat, like do whatever you need to do. Oh, somebody's got their rock. I love it. Do whatever you need to do to create a juicy environment for yourself to feel safe and expand within. We are the container. Oh, I heard life is beautiful in my Nana's voice, as if she was saying it's okay to let go of those heavy, icky feelings with each breath. God, it's so gorgeous. Thank you for sharing. Thanks, Nana. And so we're going to stay present. I feel warm and fuzzy. Oh, she doesn't want to leave. Oh, awesome. And so we're going to stay present with the body's sensations, right? And as we go through this next process, we're going to go through a really simple body scan. And you're going to stumble upon some stories, guaranteed. You're going to stumble upon some judgments, some things that you can and can't do, some ways that you can and can't be, some ways that you should and shouldn't be. And all we're going to do is be present with that. You're not allowed to further judge here. The judgments are fine. That's your conditioning. That's your programming. That's who you've been taking up space. And they're allowed to be here. But who are we going to be moving forward? We want to practice awareness. We want to practice presence. We want to practice coming into our center so that we can experience a more peaceful state of being day to day. And so it takes practice, and that's the muscle that we're building here. So take a sip of your water, your tea, whatever you've got. Take a little sniff of your candle, your aromatherapy. Take another breath if that's what you need. And then settle into your seat. And personally, like I'm sitting on the floor right now. I love to sit on a yoga block between my legs, kneeling. That's really comfortable for me. If you are on your bed, maybe put a pillow underneath your butt so that your hips don't get tight when you're seated in a pretzel position. But wherever you are, please just get comfortable. This song is a little bit louder. How's my voice? Give me a thumbs up or a mid thumb. Cool. This microphone's really doing it this week, huh? Okay. So just settling in. We're going to allow the eyes to flutter shut, or you can hold a soft gaze if fully closing them doesn't quite feel accessible to you yet. And we're just going to come into your natural breathing pattern, not changing anything. Just being present with the breath for a moment. Now I want you to bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows and about 2 inches back. This is kind of the seat of our consciousness most often. A lot of us tend to live in our heads. And so what I want you to imagine is all of the energetic threads, all of the little thoughts of your consciousness that are expanding every which direction from this center point, reaching out into the world to make their shit happen. We're going to imagine those little tendrils being pulled back into the center. One by one, you're bringing your thoughts back into the center of your mind and calling all of your awareness back to right here and right now. And maybe you're somebody who can just snap and pull it all back, but me, this is a slow process for me. This is a slow return home to the seat of my mind. And as those thought tendrils return to your third eye, and they ball up into this like golden ball of consciousness. We're going to allow that ball to rise to the tip of your head, the crown of your head, seated at the space of your scalp, your hair follicles, the top of your skull. And we're gonna just let it kind of melt there. Like you're cracking an egg over your head, but this is a warm, fuzzy, feel good kind of thing. And we're just gonna notice what's here. As this golden awareness slowly drips down your crown, towards your brows, towards the tip of your ears, you are noticing what is alive and then allowing that to surrender to the juicy, loving, golden honey and relax. Slowly, it moves down past your eyes. The skin around your eyes softens towards your cheeks. That band right around your head and your ears relaxes. Your jaw loosens a little more. Your tongue rests gently. The muscles in your neck and throat relax. We move down to the traps, shoulders, chest, noticing what's alive there. Naming sensation, not story, and surrendering to this golden honey. The arms are next. It drips down your elbows, your wrists, your fingertips. Moving even further down your chest, into your heart, into the pocket behind your heart. What is there? It melts even further down your rib cage, into your belly, your sex organs, your gut. Renewing everything that it takes. Down further still to your hips. Your thighs. Tuning into the sensation of your femur, that thick bone within your thigh. Can you feel, can you sense what's alive there? And then surrender into it. Moving to your knees, your calves, your ankles, and finally, the soles of your feet and toes. Just noticing, just being present with what is. This is a slow tuning to our body's needs, a slow awakening of our awareness of those needs. And on your next breath in, now that you're covered in this warm, golden, relaxing honey, feels like a delicious bath. You're going to take a breath in through the soles of your feet, filling your entire body up to your crown. And release at the top. Noticing what that brings. Being present just for 30 seconds. Taking these 30 seconds to yourself and slowly opening your eyes and reorienting to your space when you are ready, not a moment sooner. And as you slowly come back into the space, I want you to drop in the chat, what qualities did you find? Where did they live? What is asking for more attention or to be moved? A sense of inner power in my chest, especially at the beginning when we were calling our energy back to us. Yeah, it always lights me up too. Feeling of love. Yeah, my head feels lighter and my shoulders and hips want to move. Oh, yeah, we gonna move them. What else wants to be moved? Feeling calm, legs and hips want to move. Yeah, we gonna move them. Definitely. For me, I'm feeling a little grief in my chest. Maybe a little constriction in my throat too. This is a tender space for me. I haven't taught in a long time, and this is my second time teaching in over 2 years. And so it feels like really exciting, but also like really, I kind of want to hide myself away. I'm noticing. And so this is a practice for me too. I'm here with you through every step. I'm doing this for myself as much as I'm doing it for and with you. Because what I'm sharing with you are the tools and resources that I've learned to help myself through big feelings, through the ups and downs of life. Initially a difficulty getting my third eye space to relax enough to start drawing in the energy. Yeah, I get real buzzy up there too. Once in, it was like having gone home after being away for a long time. Definitely felt the desire to sway and dance to release as the meditation moved our lower bodies. Yeah, love the visualization, still wrapped up in warm honey. Oh, good. I'm glad that the honey is serving you, sending you lots of healing vibes. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move. We're going to move our bodies for just about 3 minutes. And what we need to do first is create space to move, right? So wherever you are, let's make sure that you have space to get up on your feet and that it feels comfortable for you. And you guys can slowly make your way to a standing position. I'm feeling a little creaky this morning. See. Trying to figure out how to get you guys to see my full thing, but I just don't think it's going to be possible. So I will simply instruct. Okay, my loves, here we are standing up. Oh, everybody take a big stretch, a big yawn, a big sigh. Ah! Yeah. Let's get moving. So what we're going to do first is we're simply going to rise up to our toes and drop our body weight onto our heels. You do this as aggressively or gently as your body calls for. The idea here is to, I like to think of it as shaking and rattling my consciousness into my body. She likes to hang out up here sometimes. So what we're doing is just like tapping a jar, so you put more stuff in the top. And just noticing what that offers you. Notice the weight of your whole body reverberating up and down to the floor. Feel that. This is one of my favorite ways to come back to myself really quickly. Connected to the breath. Taking a big sigh if you need it. Taking a growl if you need it. Being a little silly. And now we're just going to simply rock from side to side, moving your hips. You can just shift your weight from foot to foot, noticing what that brings. When was the last time you just paid attention to the feelings, right? Of the weight of breath. And now, keeping your feet on the ground, you're just going to bounce gently at your knees, letting the rest of your body be loose. This is an exercise called Shake the Tree. And it feels so good to me. It's really supportive to the lymphatic system, which doesn't have its own pump, and your lymph system is... Okay. I love my assistant. Like, lower the music, we can't hear you. So we're just going to shake the tree a little bit more. Allowing our lymph system to move. This is what takes care of our body's health. It is like the prime factor in making sure that we are healthy. It clears out all of the gunk. And whatever you might be holding within your body, as we gently move and awaken, you might notice some intensity rising. You might notice some grief pouring in. You might notice some anger in your stomach. You might notice some excitement about what you've got going on in your life. Whatever it is, I just want you to meet it. I want you to be with it. And I want you to let it move in the direction that your body calls you. You have no control over this. We're letting the body move itself to let what needs to rise. And so take what you need here. And we're going to take the next few minutes to welcome in some organic movement. Just 3. What does that look and feel like to you? For me, I love to get into very slow spinal circles where I get to open through my chest, my hips, my back. You can come down to your mat if that feels good for you. Take some cat-cows. Do some organic circles there. Again, everything is an invitation. Really letting whatever resistance you might have stumbled upon rise here. Letting it flow, letting it leave the body. Inviting it to leave the body. Hey, thank you for showing me what I need to see. It's time for you to go. And often in this part of my process, I do get deeply emotional. And so if you feel moved to cry, to yawn, to scream, to burp, those are confirmation burps. That is confirmation that you are moving something within, that something is changing. And as you continue moving, I want you to gently come back to yourself. If you are not finished with your process yet, that is quite all right. In your own time, we're going to come back to center. And whatever's coming through right now, whatever block, whatever resistance that you have allowed yourself to simply be with, we're going to choose, what do I want to replace this with? What would be so fun and awesome to experience instead of this? What am I calling in to this space that I've just cleared? And maybe that's a quality. Maybe it's a specific experience. Whatever it is, I want you to transform it into an emotion, into a sensation. Boil it down. You want, let's make it easy. You want more money? That sensation is security. What does that feel like in your body? Does that feel like a good hug? Does that feel like some containment? I'm calling in security, right? Drop in the chat while we're here really quick. What are you calling in? We're gonna work through this next phase together. We're gonna invite it into the body. We're going to make it real. In your own time. And also, I just want to put this out there. We are about 5 minutes away from 10 o'clock. If you need to be somewhere, please. You are welcome to leave at your own time, but if you can stay, please stay. And I see for some of us, we really allowed ourselves to come through. And that is so beautiful and so special. And thank you for taking the opportunity to show up, to let it move. What wants to take its place? And if you're still in a tender space, you can invite a nice little hug, right hand under left armpit, left hand on right shoulder. This is the heart meridian hug. It is so good for containment. It feels like the best hug from your mom. If anybody here knows my mom, she gives really fucking good hugs. Yeah. Thank you guys for tapping in about the music. What we're calling in is acceptance, expansion, self-discipline. I like to reword discipline as devotion. It feels less authoritative to me. Movement, security, gratitude, and patience, acceptance, determination. Yeah, curiosity. Fuck yeah. You guys ready to do this? Whoa. Our next 4 minutes are going to take us to this space. What we're going to do is call in all of this energy. And you're going to do it in your way. But the only rule here is that you have to move. We're calling in gratitude and patience. We're calling in acceptance, determination, curiosity, devotion, security, expansion. Imagine these energies, these qualities pouring into your body. Maybe it's a white or golden light. Maybe they're just actually scenarios that you see yourself experiencing through acceptance, through movement, through expansion, through gratitude and patience. How does that show up in your world? Pull it in. Feel the reality of these alive energies in your body. We have 3 minutes here to build this energy. However that looks to you, let's get it done. Breathing in acceptance. Breathing in devotion. Breathing in security. Maybe feeling the strength of your feet connected to the ground. Your legs holding you up, that security that you are already experiencing within yourself. It's here and it's available to you. The devotion in showing up here today to learn something new, to move in a new way. The curiosity in trying something new and being willing to explore yourself in a way. The gratitude to be in a space that allows you to be expression and witnessing.
To feel this heat, to feel like
somebody who's never been before. You have a last minute here to really shake it up, to really move, to really build that energy before we come into rest. Maybe you do a little twerk. And now slowly, bringing all of that juicy expansion, all of that security, all of that acceptance and curiosity and awareness. Coming back to your center, coming back to stillness, holding the felt sense of this reality in your system. Pulling it all in, all of that energy you just built. Imagining it being pulled through your center, dispersed through every cell in your body. Please let me feel. And we're just going to be here for the next 3 minutes in this state of held, stable extension. From my center, at the center. You can take this moment to lay down and fully receive and surrender. I'd like to invite you to do so. I am aware in me some knowing of love, love, love. My heart is open. Letting your hands drop to your sides, palms up. In me is a knowing of love, 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 love. Being present to the openness of your heart in this moment. The texture of the frequency that you've just tuned. The way it ripples through your experience. The way your field sits in the space around you. Inner peace from my center, at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from my center, at the center of me. Please let me feel your peace from my center, the center of me. Please let me feel your peace from my center. There's nowhere to be, no one to be, nothing to prove, nothing to hide. I am aware, just being with what is. Love, 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 my heart is open. I am aware, in me is a knowing of love, 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 love. Let yourself rest into your body just a little further. Seeing if you can create space between the front plane of your body and your conscious awareness. Can you settle even deeper into the support of the ground beneath you. Just resting and being. Thanking yourself from your heart for being here today, for choosing to show up in a new way, to be curious and explore a new path. And in your own time, coming back to this space, orienting to the room first,